I saw a statistic recently that said 2/3 of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck and 24% have $0 in their savings. That sounds like it kind of sucks though, right over the long run. Of course it does. Can we just start printing tendies soon? Well, are we have a strong economy, so are you saying buy Bitcoin? No, that's not what we say at all. No, so we could YOLO all our money into Petro/Spider-Man NFTs. Again, right, you could, or you could just halt the progress. Will the price of anything ever come down? But the overall price level doesn't come down. So today I have a very special guest who's going to help me explain the economy, and that special guest is Chairman of the Federal Reserve, Chairman Jerome Powell. Mr. Powell, thank you so much for coming on my YouTube channel. Thank you for having me, Andre. I've been practicing my card tricks just for this occasion. Actually, speaking of magic tricks, I've been practicing one I wanted to show you, which is printing money. It's you kind of taught everyone this one, but looks like a deck of cards. But actually I just printed every one of them into a stacks of money. That's a cool trick, Andre. Make sure people hit the like button, cause that's amazing. If the US economy was a magic trick, which one would you say it would be, and why? I'd say it's like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Just when you think you figured it out, it surprises you. There's a lot of preparation and it takes a lot of misdirection to keep things going smoothly. Well, speaking of misdirection, what do you think about Bitcoin? Is it more magic or tragic? Well, Andre, as the Federal Reserve Chairman, it's a bit of both. It's mag for those who understand its risks and can afford them, but it can be tragic for those who think it's a quick path to wealth without doing their homework. I actually heard a rumor recently that the Fed is going to try a new strategy for controlling inflation, maybe the Fed coin or the digital dollar, making that money disappear. Can you share any more details about that? I can't reveal any secrets. I'll just say we're always exploring new and innovative approaches. But making money disappear might be a little too innovative for our tea taste. We prefer the classic methods: interest rates and quantitative easing. If you could theoretically perform any magic trick to the economy right now, which one would it be? I think I'd go with making the national debt disappear. Would you say that you're concerned about the national debt right now in the long run? The US is on an unsustainable fiscal path. The US federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. I have a sense that worries you very much over the long run. Of course it does. You know, we're borrowing from future generations. It's time for us to get back to putting a priority on fiscal sustainability, and sooner is better than later. Thank you for being here, Mr. Chairman. Pleasure is mine. Andre, would you be willing to do the video intro for the videos that I do? No, I'm good. Okay, no worries. I'll do it anyway. Let's get into the video. Hi, my name is Andre J. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay for the craziest collab you've never seen in theaters. Absolutely nowhere. So let's continue my hypothetical interview with Jerome Powell. In case you missed the real one from 60 minutes now. I don't think Jerome Powell actually watches my YouTube videos, but if he does, I would say so far he's done a pretty good job with the economy, considering everything he's had to work with. Now I wanted to ask him questions like a normal person would who's not an economist about the economy, and I want to structure his answers in a way that made sense for everyone so we can understand what's actually going on. So let's get back to the interview and see what happens. Mr. Chairman, do you think that my Bitcoin is kind of like inflation, just gone forever with the bankruptcies? I wouldn't go quite so far as that. Or what I can say is that inflation has come down really over the past year, and fairly sharply over the past 6 months. We're making good progress. The job is not done, and we're very much committed to making sure that we fully restore price stability for the benefit of the public. So if inflation's basically gone, when can we start to lower interest rates? Can we just start printing tendies soon? Well, are we have a strong economy. Our growth is going on at a solid pace. The labor market is strong, 3.7% unemployment. With the economy strong like that, we feel like we can approach the question of when to begin to reduce interest rates carefully, and we want to see more evidence that inflation is moving sustainably down to 2%. We have some confidence in that. Our confidence is rising. We just want some more confidence before we take that very important step of beginning to cut interest rates. I saw a statistic recently that said 23% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and 24% have ZA in their savings. Sounds about right. Is there a question in there? No, I guess not. Everything's perfectly normal, Mr. Chairman. I've never been able to explain to people why inflation has to go up by 2% every year. Like, why do prices have to grow at 2% to be considered the perfect number? Interest rates always include an estimate of future inflation. If that estimate is 2%, that means you'll have 2% more that you can cut in your rates. The central bank will have more ammunition, more power to fight a downturn if rates are a little bit higher. So are you saying buy Bitcoin? No, that's not what we say at all. No, we're committed to returning inflation to 2% over time. I've said that we wouldn't wait to get to 2% to cut rate. So the last time the Federal Reserve got together, they didn't lower interest rates, and that upset a lot of people on Wall Street bets, because you're prioritizing price stability. Can you explain why? I can't overstate how important it is to restore price stability, by which I mean inflation is low and predictable, and people don't have to think about it in their daily lives. That's where we were for 20 years.